Even my aunt clicked on it, liked our. As whenever we do a show, I always put it on Facebook too.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my aunts liked it, or at least liked the post.
I'm going to go on and do the sharing
Whether
too.
she tunes in or not, I don't know.
Oh, share.
Just shooting the shit.
Yep. Just shooting the shit.
The sausage side of Corona. Uh-huh. I'm showing us on
Oh, well, if I could type worth a
Basil
crap.
Books. Yay. Uh-huh. I'm showing us on Hello, my honey. Hello, my baby.
Type worth
Hello, my
a crap.
ragtime doll. Yay. I'm showing us on. All right, we are up and moving. Oh, I like the crawl. Very, very nice.
We'll hit all the MeWe's real quick.
All right, we are up and moving. Oh, I like. If I can find us. I like the crawl. Very, very nice.
Did you open it? I was like, why do I hear myself?
I don't know. Why are you hearing yourself? That's why I always do this stuff ahead of time so I can kill all the volumes. Are you hearing yourself now?
Well, no, I'm not now. I'm good now.
Where's my say something button? There it is. So I can scroll back up. Hello, tubes of you. The scroll, I love it. That is just so bitchin' cool breeze.
You like that?
Yes, ma'am. Very, very much. Very professional looking. You did good.
All right. So you ready for music?
Sure, why not? We got 2 to go, but anytime you're ready. So I'm going to share Z on Basil Book. And no share button on.
Let's try to.
And I'm not going to follow YouTube. I don't mind having you posted. Timmy, my friend.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ain't You a Peach?
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy Pre-Mama's Day.
Yes, I was going to say Happy Mother's Day to all you mommies out there. Have you got plans for tomorrow?
Me, waking up. I figured that would be a good start.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And from there, it can only get better.
That's right.
It can't get, once you wake up, the day is started.
Yeah, that's very true.
Now, Sundays is my normal domestic day, the day that I play housefrau, dust, vacuum, mop occasionally when I remember,
Occasionally.
do the laundry, make the beds, that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Play housefrau, domestic. That way when bodies come by the house, it's all, sweet and smelling, nice and, not cockroaches running across my floors.
Yes.
I have seen houses like that. Thank goodness none of mine. I don't do bugs. Bugs, not good. No. Bad bugs. Bad bugs.
Did we lose our picture?
Ooh, grape juice. And what are you having tonight, my dear? I have a small glass of one of our days, as a matter of fact, with a little bit of added cranberry juice to it. Oops, we went
Yeah, I
short
know. I'm trying to fix
on
it.
the tube of you,
Yep, I'm trying to fix
and
it.
we went both. Hey, Rocky. Hola, my friend. Howdy, Rocky. We went dark again.
Yeah, I'm fixing it. I'm in the process.
We're we're trying to imitate the. Hey, I see me again. And good, my volume didn't come back on. Great. Yeah, what's that guy's name in? Is it Virginia? Latham? Nathan? Yeah,
There we
that's what
go.
when we
We're
go
back
scorching like
up.
that. Well, we're pulling a Nathan, the
Uh,
governor there.
yep.
So, are you ready for me to thing my do for these fine folks here that have so graciously logged in to hear us rather
Go
prattle
ahead
and
and
babble?
tell everybody the hello daily. Or the daily
You
hello.
got it, my dear.
Dyslexic.
Good evening, my fellow. Ain't you a peachers? It's your evening howdy. Happy pre-Mama's Day. It's the 130th day with 236 still to go. Today is National Lost Sock Memorial Day. No, I'm not saying that fast 10 times. And it's time to say goodbye to all those single socks, the ones where their mates have been lost to the unknown. It's also National Dog Mom's Day, and that sends out a chorus of yips, barks, and howls of praise for all the doggy mamas. It's National Moscato Day, a day I can get into. Moscato, or muscat in Italiano, is one of the oldest known varieties of grapes grown in the world. Here's to Moscato.
That's funny.
Good stuff, Maynard. It's also, now this one's a mouthful, Cornelia de Lang Syndrome Awareness Day. And it's a genetic disorder that causes a range of physical, cognitive, and medical challenges affecting the development of children. And it's estimated that 1 in 10,000 to 30,000 develop the disorder. It's also National Sleepover Day for girls to confide in their friends in a way that can be inspiring, therapeutic, and confidence building. Now, why is it just chickies? Don't guys have sleepovers? Who knows? It's also National Train Day. I guess I could follow over to the sleepover day. But a trade is a form of rail transportation, not, oh man, the bell's in the other room. I missed one. I have to add one to myself. Missed the bell. For the rail, thank you, train day. And it's a series of cars that usually run along a rail track. It is also National Butterscotch Brownie Day, also known as Blondies or Brookies, which is a brownie plus a cookie, made their debut before chocolate brownies. The recipe dates back to the 19th century, are made up of flour, brown sugar, butter, eggs, baking powder, vanilla, walnuts, pecans, and butterscotch chips to make it Butterscotch Day. It's also National Birth Mothers Day, and that's to recognize the biological mothers of adopted children. It's also Stamp Out Hunger Food Drive Day. So hopefully everybody put their cans out. And that occurs in more than 10,000 cities and towns, and food is collected by those men and women carrying our mail across the country. It's also National Archery Day, one of the oldest sports still in existence. Archery has been around since before 2800 BC. That's a long time ago, when bows were being used for hunting and for battle. It's also National Miniature Golf Day, and this day is separate from Miniature Golf Day, which is celebrated worldwide on September 21st, which, if memory serves right, just so happens to be the solstice, too. It's
Oh.
also National Babysitters Day, and that honors the reliable babysitters across the country.
Hmm.
There may be no excuse for laziness, but I'm still looking. Where did it go? And that, my
Ding, ding,
fine
ding.
feathered friends and famdemly, is your good evening hello.
So, how was your week? What'd you
My
do all
week
week?
was from last Saturday till this one, I'd say probably about 7 days.
Nice.
But that's just, going
Yeah,
off the top of my head. I could be wrong with the lockdown. One never knows. I
I
mean,
know.
Pizo, Pizzo, Louiso. It's
Well,
crazy. But
I
yeah, no.
can say that after a month of no work, um, I got my approval letter for unemployment, and lo and
Oh,
behold, my work started back.
and your work called back up. Isn't that amazing? Were you going to get the extra $600?
Yeah, and they still owe me back pay. I mean, I still need the money for the month that I didn't work, but
Uh huh.
yeah. So it starts. It's supposed to, according to it, it's a back pay for 2 weeks because I applied wrong the first time because I'm an independent contractor. I was supposed to use a different form to apply. So yeah, it kind of screwed me up.
Well, see, so hopefully you'll get big bucks. And we got our sweet little Miss Rocky popped in to say how to hey to all of us. She says she
Yeah, we got
loves us all. She's so sweet.
we got Rocky
Way to
Stucci
go.
over on Facebook.
Yeah, he's over in the Facebook room, and if I recall, the station Mojo 50 is still doing their Rocky Stucci thing for. I think it's for the rest of this month. If you donate there to $25, they send you a Stucci meatball shirt.
Are
If I
they still
remember
doing
right.
that? Because I still want my meatball shirt, and with not working, I haven't had the money to do it, and hopefully I will be able to. So if they're still doing it, yeah, I want that T-shirt.
I haven't heard him talk seriously hard about it, but
I'm
I'm
gonna have
under
to
the
talk to
impression
somebody.
that it was still going on for this month. At
Mm.
least I thought so. But hey, if we're going from my poor dilapidated pickled memory, yeah, we're SOL and without a paddle of any kind. Talk about no
Well,
means of transportation.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, we've only froze up that one time so far. I think we're doing great.
Yeah, I'm
Hi,
trying to keep an
Sarah.
eye on it.
Oh, you're
Trying
doing you're
to.
doing fantabulous job.
Mm.
I think you are doing great. Hey, since we were kind of shooting the breeze there about the coronas or
Mhm.
the ronas, I guess as the kids like to call them.
Mhm.
People are actually naming their offspring after the disease. Come here, COVID 19,
Why?
you little. So I guess if you have 19 kids and it fits out really good, then you hey COVID 19, come here, and the other is COVID 1 through
Hey,
18.
there you go. Yep.
Um,
I don't know.
I found a story that here we go. COVID, Corona, and the lockdown. The newborns named after a pandemic. First there was Corona Kumar, then COVID Marie. Could you imagine your mom? COVID Marie, you get your little spiny butt in here.
No.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Parents have taken to naming newborns after the coronavirus, apparently unperturbed by the prospect of their children being forever associated with a deadly pandemic, except it's not so. Yeah. When Kali Tabasa, ooh boy, did I
Mm.
nail that one, gave birth to a healthy baby girl in central Philippines city of Barcalode. On April 13th, she and Father John Tupas decided to mark the occasion with a show of gratitude. This COVID 19 has caused great suffering around the world, said the 23-year-old, expressing relief after the uneventful delivery. I wanted her name to remind us that COVID did not only bring us suffering. Despite all of this, a blessing came to us, he added. And so, COVID Marie, it was. COVID Marie, come hither.
No.
Earlier this week, two mothers in South India, that's with the dot, not the state, not Indiana, but India, had similar ideas, apparently encouraged by the doctor in the hospital where their babies were delivered. One called Corona Kumar, and the other is Corona Kumari. That almost sounds like a spicy curry dish called Rona Kumari. I don't know. Do you eat that with tortillas? I told them this would create awareness about the disease and remove the stigma around it. Are you okay there, dear? Do I see soda coming out of your nose? What?
A minute ago, I almost spit my
Uh,
coffee out.
oh my goodness.
I
To
could
my
understand.
surprise.
I could understand if you got pregnant during this time period, because of the shutdown, and 9 months later, name your baby after, maybe it's middle name or something like that to kind of make them remembrance of it or something. Why anybody would want to remember it, I don't know. But
Johnny Corona on the spot? What would you
right,
name your boy? Johnny Corona on the spot?
yeah, I don't know. I don't think I want to
That's
name my
crazy.
kids Corona, or what is the N1H, or you
No, that
know,
was the other one. That was the one we had before.
S
That was, you
S
could always name it
R
Lockdown, or you
something.
could name it Hey Lockdown. Come here. How'd your kid get the name Lockdown? Well, we were on lockdown and had nothing else to do, so
I don't know.
no.
I don't get it.
How could you? I mean, and every time I see or think of Corona, I don't think of the beer. I think of the little spiky, pretty balls that they keep showing us on TV, with all the little, it looks like a Pokemon or something that has a whole bunch of extra spikes to it, and that's what they look like to me. Uh-oh, we went Schwarza
Yeah, I'm
on
fixing
the
it.
facial books.
I'm in the process here. I'm in
You're
the
so good, but we're still
process.
you're processing it. Oh, that's what the checks are doing. Oh, there went YouTube. Right behind it. Why do they like us so much? And we're
They
not
should both be
sharing, we're
up
not doing
now.
anything except babbling.
Yeah, they should both be up now.
The Facebook is a purdy, and YouTube is still
There it
pulling a
comes. There it
Virginia
comes.
governor.
It was delayed reaction there.
Well, that'll happen. Hey,
Yeah.
there we go. I see the scroll. There you are, Miss America. Don't you just love it? Technology is so much fun.
No, technology sucks.
That's like Mike let me fill in for him today on his
Yes, and it
show,
was an awesome
and I
show.
couldn't.
I totally
You liked
enjoyed
it?
it. Yes. I thought it was really good music.
Oh, I'm glad.
Yes.
I had a heck of a time trying to get all the equipment to work. It was just one of those. Well, see, I got the new mixer and Rusty Lugnuts. Thank you, Rusted Nuts of Lug, for sending me a new mic. So I have a new mic, and I now have a Lisa's multi-mix, so I can do sounders and all kinds of goodies. Hey Matt, what's up, brother? How's it going across the
Yay!
water? We're just gaining followers left, right, and sideways. You don't know how we're ever gonna act.
I
We
know,
got
right?
Sarah's over there, and we got
Mm-hmm.
Rocky and Matt. We need one of those mirrors. Romper, stomper,
I
bumper,
think
boo.
I think Timmy and them are in the Zoom room doing a stream.
Yeah, he's
So
streaming us in the Zoom room. Hey, everybody in the Zoom room. Usually Matt's over there
yeah.
too. I don't know. So yeah, I like Zoom's fun to play with.
Oh yeah.
Ding! I should have had the ball.
As long as you
I
figure
need
out,
to
as
at
long as
halftime.
you can
At
find the
halftime, I'll grab it.
as long as you can find the leave button. Cracks me up. Everybody trying to. Where's the button? Where do I go?
That's terrible.
So in
Oh,
San
yes.
Clemente, California, they filled up a skate park with a lot of sand in order to keep people from skateboarding. Um, they the problem is that they put 37 tons of sand on it. Um, it kind of fell flat because then dirt bikers came. And as the dirt bikers were doing their thing, the other people ended up doing like cleaning and stuff. Hang on just a second. Here is the San Clemente Park with the dirt bikers on it.
Doing wheelies and burnouts. That's a good way to go through
There.
intro peach post. Nancy message constructing relationship with customers. Hi Nancy. And we went shorts
Yes,
on the
we
Facebook.
did. But I'm fixing
Hey,
to show
we
a couple
pulled a
pictures.
double Latham. Maybe that's where
Yeah.
they. Hey, there you go.
But
Hey,
then
that's my color too.
so the skateboarders in Pittsburgh, they drew a line after
they're owned
their
by,
skate
again,
parks were filled up also with sand. And hours after Pittsburgh dumped sand on the skate park, they also in turn did the same thing at the city hall. So, one second. I'm trying.
Now, I mean, Watson,
So there's
his
the
never
there's the
does that.
Sam. That's in Pittsburgh. And then, like I said, they left their nice little thing there for City Hall. Um, kind of like, you know what? Screw you. We're not going to take this crap anymore.
It was more like go pound sand in here. We'll give you the sound to go pound.
Right. And I'm fixing the rest.
Which is, I mean, hey, you give it to us, we'll give it right back to you.
Yep. So it was pretty funny.
They could have given more to City Hall. That's just a little shovelful. I thought they had that.
Well, they probably had to skateboard it over there, you know?
Well, I figured they would have gotten a dump truck load and shoveled it all up there and went, here you guys go. Yep. Went out again on both sides of the world.
It's coming back.
I don't know why
it's going to take a second. Has to do with me reducing the zoom window.
1001.
It's being a butt.
1002.
It's back.
There used to be a saying, the average second is really 2 minutes. You know, when someone says, hey, give me a second, I'll be right there. They really mean 3 minutes. Hey, there we are. Hi, guys. I see this again. We're on both sides of the world. Woohoo! And we got one watching.
Yes,
over
Matt.
on Facebook. I'm guessing that's
I
you.
saw it, and that's where they left the sand at the door of City Hall, is in Pittsburgh. But the reason that Pittsburgh did it
In
was
Pittsburgh.
copying San Clemente in California's thing, thinking that it would actually defer skaters. I'm sorry, skaters are not going to be deferred. I have a skater in my basement. They are not going to be deferred. They will find a way to do it no matter what you do. So, yeah.
Necessity is the mother of invention. They will find a way to dig themselves out and bury you in the process.
Yes. Very, very quickly.
Very, very, very.
So I heard you found some guy that thinks he has a big slong.
Couple of guys, actually. Yeah, there's one guy's in Mexico, and the other guy I do believe is either here in America or was he in England. Do we have a picture of them boys? And
Yes,
I'll go ahead
we
and
do.
read
Hang
my
on.
little. See if we don't
Me.
go. See if we don't go dark on this one. Here we go.
There's
folks.
one of them.
Once you see these pictures, meet the men who claim to have the biggest penises in the world and how they cope. John Falcon and Roberto Escobar believe they have the biggest penises in the world, but while some may see them as blessed, they've actually come unstruck. Thanks to their genital ordeals. Does size matter? Well, I ain't got that much equipment, that's for damn sure. For these men, yes, it certainly does. They claim to have the biggest penises in the world, with one man boasting his manhood reaches 18 inches long. But while some may see them, I just read that as blessed. What did it? Okay, another says they've been left unable to work and should be registered as disabled, as he can't freely fit into uniforms. One man was even accused of shoplifting when the store assistants accused him of smuggling goods in his trousers. John said, no, his 13 and a half penis has hampered his film career. It puts him off.
What kind of film career?
Stops him from.
Was he a porno person?
Yeah, but they don't want him. He's too big.
Well, is he
And he's
bigger? Is
openly
he
bi.
bigger
He
than?
couldn't reveal whether celebrities were men or women, but he did
Let's
confirm
see.
it wasn't Meryl Streep who he's been with.
How big was John
The
Holmes?
47-year-old also previously hit headlines when he caused a security alert at the airport due to the bulge in his trousers.
Okay, so Holmes was between
And he
8 and 13 inches. How big were these guys?
one guy is 18. Where did he go? Where did he go? Scroll back up. 13 and a half for one.
Well, John Holmes was almost between 8 and 13, so, I mean, and he did pretty good in the porno industry.
Yeah, but one of these guys says it's like 8 inches in diameter. Where's this other guy? The Mexican. 7.5 to 8 inches in diameter. You know, think about it. PVC pipe, 6-inch PVC. You're talking something the size of a softball. What in the fire? It would have to kill you by the time it stood up there fully erect. It would suck all the blood out of your body.
If I saw that thing coming at me, I mean, seriously? Sorry.
Ding.
See you later. I'm out. I'm gone. It ain't happening. Yeah. Mm-mm.
See, and John claims to be 9 inches, but it's just sitting there hanging. 18 when it grows, and the average guy is 5 to 6. And it said, this guy is just nuts. He's been circumcised by his friend. I was 8 inches at the time that he got clipped. Offered porn work, but he declined it. I can't perform in public. Uh-oh. Our peckers turned off our cameras
I know. I'm working on it.
Roberto, who lives in Mexico, says, I should be registered disabled. The sheer size of 18.9 inches prevents him from working. And
Jennifer,
to be put on the disabled list.
Jen Lee Butler wants to know, is that soft? The diameter would be,
8 inches just hanging in. No, I think that's when it's fully like at its girth. I'm pretty sure he has to back up to it to an air pump. I mean, 8 inches. Jesus,
Yeah.
It's got to be the size of a softball.
That's a little bit too much. Yeah, I think I'll pass on that. Ain't happening. Sorry.
Yeah, definitely.
Dadgummit, them
Let's
peckers.
see, headlines after video went showing him he weighed it, and it doesn't say how much it weighed. Too much meat for me. I'm sorry. I just, when it hangs down below your knees, just walking around. And we went
Yeah, I know.
blank
I got
again.
it. I'm on top of it.
One of the guys was accused of shoplifting last year, and somebody in the staff reported larger bulge than normal in his pants, and the unsuspecting 47-year-old and his girlfriend Mandy were about to pay for 400 lira. I'm guessing because they're over in it's L, so that pounds lira worth of clothes at the Scots Manor in Trent.
Yeah.
When the drama unfolded, and the gal kept saying, hey, you have clothes stuff down there. And he says, no, they're just very tight jeans. And so as Miss Shelton's 18-month-old granddaughter watched on, the probing employee pointed at the area, and the guy says, I'm happy with my penis. I know everybody's a size would have it, but here you go. He's trying to get in the Guinness Book of World Records. He had to drop his pants to the floor to prove his innocence. He says, I can't help the way I'm made, the window fitter told the Sun News. Despite his presenting his boxer cloud lower half to the manager, she still said, what's that bulge? So the guy dropped his shorts and said, have a look.
Now my question is, can you
Excuse
imagine?
Me, that's my penis.
Can you imagine being, those officers at the airport who do the pat down crap?
Right.
I'm sorry, sir. What have you got down here?
Hey, buddy. Can you take that nightstick out of here? Well, yes, officer, it is a nightstick. Kiss it twice, it'll grow. Right here at night.
How embarrassing. I'm sorry, sir. You're going to have to do a strip for us. So, what would you think about camping out on Disney's Discovery Island?
Hey, I mean, if you're going to enjoy the life of Riley, you might as well do it at Disneyland. No lines. You know, you just have it styling.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes,
So,
it is a nightstick, Gene.
we froze up real quick. Let me fix it.
Yeah.
Okay, so, anyway,
Yes.
Orange County, Florida. Man's facing trespassing charges after security found him camping on Walt Disney's World Discovery Island, according to Orange County. Deputies said they were called to, I guess, the park. The guy's name is Richard McGuire. He's 42
Right.
years old. He was spotted on the Disney-owned property, which is currently closed to the public. Orange County deputies searched for him on foot, by helicopter, and by boat before finally making contact with him. According to the deputies, they were using like loud speakers to address him, and he said he didn't hear anything because he was sleeping inside of one of the buildings on the island, which he referred to as tropical paradise. According to the report, or according to an arrest report, he told deputies he was not aware that the property was off limits and that he had been camping there since Monday or Tuesday and planned to stay for about a week. Apparently, Discovery Island, which is a zoological attraction before Disney's Animal Kingdom Park opened, it's been closed since 1999. So, yeah, they're currently, all the parks are closed currently because of Corona. He was arrested and charged with trespassing on posted property and was also ordered not to return to any additional Walt Disney World properties. So he is officially banned. He is not allowed to go back to Disney. He's screwed.
Oh my gosh, no e-ticket ride?
Yep,
That's terrible.
he is screwed.
Oh my God, Wahoo, tropical island. That would be fun, you know. Do your own version of Survivor with the park closed. The lines were short, but I'm sure the rides were rather boring, not doing anything. And you said it was a animal park beforehand?
It
It's a
was.
shame there weren't any lions and tigers and bears running around.
I'm assuming that I guess they redid it and moved it somewhere. I don't know. I've never. Only thing I've done in Disney is SeaWorld. That's it. I've never done anything else at Disney, so I couldn't tell you.
I've been to Disneyland multiple times, but I've never been to Disney World.
Nope, I've never. Nope.
That's down around Rockies direction. It's supposed to be pretty cool down there, though.
I have
That's where
heard
they
that.
have Epcot Center and all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah, I have definitely heard that before. But I just, it's so expensive. My neighbors across the street literally go to Disney, to various different things down there, probably 3-4 times a year. Yeah.
Wow.
I just, nope.
And it's like $200 a head
Oh,
per
it's
day to
expensive.
get in, as far as I
And then you got your
understand.
hotel, your food. Yeah, that's.
No. I mean, that's just to get into the park to play.
Oh,
on
I
the
know.
grounds.
That's what
I
I'm
thought it was
saying.
like
Above that.
$200.
Above that, you got your hotel and your food, and I mean, no, that's above my budget. I have no interest.
Well, I can't afford it. That's deeper pockets than I was born with, unfortunately.
That's true.
I get my Levi's over at China Mart, you know, those $13 pair.
Yeah. So what you got
cheap,
next?
cheap. Well, you know, the Osaka airport in Japan, in Tokyo, has introduced a comfort room for the puppies. Osaka Airport is setting up a toilet area for traveling dogs, complete with a pole for them to cock a leg on. The toilet is a fenced off yard outside of the terminal and will also have a shower and water bowls, said operator Kasiki, or says operator Kinsey Airport said. The peephole, as they call it, will flush, designed to encourage dogs to relieve themselves before boarding domestic flights. It will be the first such canine comfort facility at a Japanese airport. Service dogs are permitted to use disabled accessible toilets in the terminal, but the mess must be cleaned up. Well, yeah, I don't
Ah.
think anybody wants to go in and, "Oh, my kidneys are killing me. Oh, hell, dog crap." Yeah. So I could see where you would have to clean up behind yourself in the terminal, but
Mm-hmm.
outside, and they have a pole. The Spot goes up there, hikes his leg like every other puppy dog does, and you just hit a flush button and whoosh,
That's funny.
a clean streak on the pole.
Mm-hmm.
You got to imagine that'd be. Could you imagine being a dog going, "Noop, doop, doop, doop. Oh, hey, dog park. Let me go pee on the pole."
No.
No.
I
Where else
can't
would a
believe
dog want to pee?
I can't believe people buy little fire hydrants to put out in their yard for their dogs. Have you seen those?
And
Little like plastic fire hydrant?
right. Then why is it a dog pees on a fire hydrant to start with?
I don't know. I mean,
Because every other dog walking by has marked his area too. So it's something sitting there. It's like, "Oop, let me pee on this." Another dog comes by and, "Hey, Fred was here. Well, let me say hey to Fred. Hey,
well,
Fred, I was
yeah,
here."
it has to do with marking their territory, but my female dogs do not hike their leg. They squat. Kind of hard to
Right.
squat on a fire hydrant. So, now my other dog, my male dog, yes, he does a sort of squat hike. Both my other
That's
male
correct.
dogs do. Yeah, they kind of squat and hike. So, yeah, they'll get like a piece of grass that's sticking up out of the yard. Or the pole or something. They find something. But, yeah, I mean, it has to do with marking their territory. So,
Right. But I'm just saying that's why everybody else does. Once one has said howdy and left its calling card, then every other puppy dog within a 10-mile radius feels the need to come by and go, "Hey, I'll pee too." Now, see, and Gene says, "All I have to do is set anything down in the yard." Anything or anybody? Well, hopefully, it's not anybody.
hey, I have one dog. She's tiny. So I kind of understand she doesn't want to get off the patio and go out, into the yard. She tends to like pee and poop right there on the cement, so we're always having to wash that off. Yeah, it's crazy. She's a little tiny thing.
That's funny. Puppies, little puppies. I don't want to go there, but I'll go here.
So here in Atlanta, back to Corona.
That's in Georgia.
There was a hairdresser, and of course, with everything shutting down, including hair places, she ended up. I guess she was worried that she was going to lose her techniques or whatever. So she was forced to
Right.
close her hair salon and decided to keep her skills sharp by practicing hairdos on her boyfriend each day. Heidi Lee Olay, a hairdresser from Atlanta, was forced to close her salon and started practicing on Jeff Clark. They've been self isolating in a family cabin outside of the city, and she's been styling his long hair while he works on the computer. She's given him a George Washington inspired look using a curling iron. I guess she made the little curly thingies. But as the
Uh-oh.
days went on, she became more creative. She has done Princess Leia, the little buns on the side of the head. I have a picture of that in a second.
Mm-hmm.
The update, an updo, like a beehive of Amy Winehouse, Cindy Lou, from The Grinch. She shares the
Oh, okay.
snaps. She has a Facebook page, and if anybody wants that page, I will be glad to share the link with you after the show. She posts all these pictures of him on her Facebook page. So let me show you some of the hairstyles. Y'all will get a kick out of that. And we lost the
A
thing
chuckly out of
again.
this.
Yeah, well, that's
Hey,
fine.
Mikey.
So there is the Amy Winehouse thing. So let's see. She also did Princess Leia.
The Star Wars fame.
Yes.
We just went dark.
I know.
Yep. Okay, that's him in the bathtub. Which, oh, that must be the
That
Amy
was,
Winehouse, right?
yes, that was the Amy Winehouse.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Hey, Leah looks really good with a beard.
I know. Isn't that funny? So if y'all want to see any more of her pictures of him with his hair all
Creations.
done, let me know and I will be happy to share the thing, the the website. It's a Facebook group with y'all.
You, oh, okay. Yep. Yeah, I didn't even get a chance to. Now go to the other stand. You're getting fast
Oh,
at that.
I'm sorry. You want me to show them again?
No, you did great. That was no, you we went black, but you had it kicked right back up before it was dark very
Ah.
long. You did really super good for that
I'm
one.
getting faster. Click, 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 click. So I saw a video
You
today.
definitely.
I saw a video today of a guy giving himself a bowl cut. He looked like some surfer dude. And like sitting in front of, he had a mirror behind him and the camera in front of him, and he's like doing all this stuff with the scissors and then cutting all the back off. It was so funny. He's like, that's how you do a bowl cut.
I'm not nearly that coordinated. I couldn't even march and chew bubble gum at the same time, let alone attempt to cut my hair. Yeah, and then do it around the bowl to boot. Yeah, no, wouldn't work.
I do
Hey,
cut my
six,
own
welcome,
hair,
brother.
and I put it up in ponytails, like 4 different ponytails on my head, and pull it up and snip it. My
Well,
hair
that's
is
what
like way too
I mean.
long.
With everybody doing their own thing with their hair, that's about all you can do. Is the best you
Exactly.
can. So a Pippi Longstocking ponytails, and then you just cut them all off at the base, right?
Yeah.
Or not so much at the base.
Uh,
Yeah,
the
haircuts is not
Pippi
one of my.
Longstock is just really short. Like really, it's short. It's like a boy's haircut on a girl.
A bowl cut or a Pippi Longstocking?
I've had a bowl cut,
I thought
and
she had those. I thought she had like little 6 inch
I had the
spiky
little
things. Did
the
she have like
little
two of them or something?
the little pixie cut is like I said, it's just really short all over. It's not down in one length or like
Okay.
that, which is the bowl cut. It's literally short all over, just like a boy's haircut. I
Okay.
mean, that's what
Right.
I
I
think a
remember a
pixie
picture.
is. I had one when I think I was like 7 or 8 years old. Oh, I always hated that. It was terrible.
Everything like kind of even with your ears, but not exactly.
Well, your ears show on a pixie.
Hey, Holly,
But
what's
on a
up, hon?
bowl cut, it literally like goes around. You got hair.
Like
It's
the
just
Beatles.
it's
Yeah,
like
you
somebody put a bowl on your
put
head
a
and went
bowl
toot,
on your
toot, toot,
head.
toot, toot.
Whatever hangs down below
Yes,
the rim gets amputated, and what's left is just that. What's left?
pretty much. Yep.
That would be terrible. Hey, I get another story for you.
Okay.
You like vacations, right? Everybody likes vacations,
Huh? Yeah.
and South American countries are even more better, more exotic, I guess.
Yeah.
Here's a story from Rutgers. Come to Rio, get robbed. Brazil tourism body shares awkward Instagram post of Rio de Janeiro when marketing Rio's national tourism agency typically focuses on world class beaches, samba filled music scenes, and capricious fueled parties.
Hmm.
Violent crime is very rarely listed among the attractions. But in an embarrassing social media snafu this week, the Brazilian Tourist Board did just that. They accidentally shared a critical Instagram post from a tourist who didn't enjoy her stay in the so called
Mm.
Citadel of Marvelosa, or the Marvelous City. I just
Hmm.
spent 3 days in Rio with my family, and in those 3 days, my family and I were robbed. My 9 year old sister witnessed a violent robbery. The Instagram user, Withal Lee, wrote in a post, I can't recommend a visit to a city where I felt afraid of leaving the apartment. The tourist board did delete the post on Wednesday. It said in a subsequent statement, sharing the post, well, was a mistake, adding that it had worked hard to promote the national fall in crime in 2019 and safety concerns, along with inconvenient flights, poor infrastructure, and high costs, having held back Brazil's tourist industry, which lags its South American neighbors. So go to Rio, get robbed.
Yeah, I think I
That's got to
will.
be terrible.
I think I'll pass on that. I have
You mean you
no.
don't want to go someplace where the best thing to do is get robbed?
You know, the only
The poor gal
place
says, "Yeah, I didn't even want to leave the apartment I was staying in. That's
the
terrible."
only place in South America that I want to go, and I can never say it right, is the Galapagos Islands. I don't know if I said that right or not, but you know the where all the
It's where
turtles and the blue-footed boobies. I want to see a blue-footed booby. Those are cute. They're really cute.
blue-footed boobies.
Yes, blue-footed booby.
Well, I mean, there's all kinds of cool stuff to see. South of the border, there's Machu Picchu. Where the Incans
Yeah,
were,
I would like to go there.
and there's and Belize is supposedly a decent country that you can go and get dirt at, but I've heard both good and or bad about Belize the last couple of, I don't know, 6, 8 months or so, maybe last year or
Right?
so. I heard about a couple different sets of tourists in Belize becoming not permanent residents, but not breathing so much anymore by the time they got home.
I
So in that
uh
regards, I don't know if I want to go someplace where I'm going to get croaked.
I wouldn't mind going
It's
to
not.
the little places, you know, like Machu Picchu. I would love to go to Machu Picchu. Um, but yeah, the rest. Yeah, I don't want to be in a city. I don't want to be in a big city. I would like to go to the
Right.
tourist sites. That's it.
Good catch. Yeah, I think the Inca ruins and Mayan ruins would be fantastic to tour.
Hmm.
There's a whole bunch of them scattered throughout the jungles. But there again, you have to go play in the jungle and, well, bugs and spiders and snakes and, oh my, it's like
Hmm.
lions and tigers and bears.
Yeah,
You don't
I.
necessarily want to get eaten whilst on vacation. Well, ding.
That
Depends
depends.
on where you went for your vacation, I guess. If you're in Amsterdam, there's my girl thinking, yeah, I can't believe I left it in the other room. So yeah, if you're in Amsterdam, probably would.
Yeah, I would like to go to Amsterdam. I would like to. I have no problem with European countries. I mean, I'm sure crime is just as bad there, probably, but I don't know. The only places I'd like to go
Amsterdam's
are,
cool.
historical type places in South America. Like Guadalajara Islands, and yes, I would like to see Machu Picchu. Um, but yeah, outside of that, I would love to go to Europe. I actually took German in
Europe is
college,
cool. I
so
had
I could
fun
go
when I was
there.
there.
Yeah, but outside of that, no, I have no
Amsterdam's neat.
interest.
They have all these little canals that you walk over in Amsterdam, and for the most part, everybody speaks English. And they have museums. They have an art museum and the sex museum that you can go through.
Well, you
That was
know, in
kind of
Amsterdam,
humorous.
they
It
got
showed
the
all kinds
whole
of because
red light district, you know.
well, yeah, and the neat thing there, they sit in the window. So when you say you're
Yes.
going window shopping, you literally are
It's
going window
exactly,
shopping.
yes.
They sit there for you to see what the wares
Hmm.
are. There's
And
no,
then I
well,
guess you just go
I
up
don't
and
know.
knock
I
on the
never thought
door.
there's Adam's apples.
Just knock on the door when you decide which one you want to go hang out with, and hey, you're all set.
That's how the imagine an apartment building.
Hmm.
That's how they were in Frankfurt in Germany.
Hmm.
It'd be like you'd walk in to an apartment building, and instead of regular apartments with everybody living in them, there were just single rooms, and
Yeah.
the door was open. You looked and went, yeah, no, not that one. You kept walking down the hall, and there's three or four floors, and you just till you find what you want, or not want, as the case may be. I was married when I was in Germany, so I didn't partake, but my friends did, and I still walked through the hallways with them, going, oh, wow. Just talk about grocery shopping. Yes, it's like, nope, too big, too tall, too fat, too short, too, yeah.
Mike says, I like boobies. Y'all
He likes who?
look up the blue-footed boobies.
Blue footed boobies.
Galapagos. I don't know what you mean, Mikey. I have no idea.
On the Gula goes.
On the YouTube.
Yeah, on that one too, yeah. Gula, yeah,
So,
goes. I made out goes. Gula goes.
oh, is that what it is?
Galapagos. So for Galapagos, maybe.
Oh, Galapagos. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, it's kind of like that other word that I was telling y'all about the other day that I can't say. So, yeah. The end of
Aluminum.
the world.
Yellowstone.
Yeah, there we go. That sounds good. Okay,
Hey, I
so
would. I
so speaking of Europe in the Swiss Alps, the Matterhorn, you know, the big mountain,
yeah
they
the
wanted to light up the mountain in solidarity during the coronavirus. They put a huge American flag on it. Light artist
oh
Jerry
cool.
Hofstetter, he projected the American flag onto the 14,692-foot peak of the famous Matterhorn mountain in the Alps in show of solidarity with the U.S. Our thoughts are with all American people at this time, and we look forward to meeting again at the foot of the Matterhorn. We're all in this together. Um, May our message convey solidarity and give you hope and strength. Let's see. He said, why the Matterhorn, you ask? The Matterhorn has always been a symbol of Switzerland and a place of strength and stability. Um, he's convinced that as strong as the Matterhorn, so strong must the society stand together, be anchored, and let the storm pass. I will show
That
everybody
is so cool.
a picture of the Matterhorn.
Ooh, all in red, white, and blue.
Yes, it's beautiful. Very pretty. I like it. I think it was a very good gesture.
Party, party.
Mhm.
Ooh, that's right. I still have one more good story to tell. Let's see.
Back to you,
I
Lep.
was. Ooh, that is neat. Now, see, that is super cool. I wonder. I wonder how they projected that on there.
I'm sure the same way. You know how they do the Christmas lights now, where they have the lights out in the yard and they aim at the house and it does the
Right.
Christmas thing. I'm assuming it's the same type of setup.
Wow, that is really, really cool.
I thought it was pretty cool.
Red, white, and I mean, it almost looked like it was painted on there with the way
I
they
know.
did it.
It's very pretty. Very,
Um,
very pretty.
let's see. Pizza or bugs? I have one of
Oh,
each. I
pizza
have
or
a story
bugs?
about a pizza. or I
I
have
don't.
one about bugs.
I can do the
And I don't
pizza,
mean
and
the
if we
bunny.
have time after the pizza, then you can do the bugs. Do the pizza first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me scroll just a tad, little bit up here. A lengthy pizza delivers funds for an embattled Australian firefighters. This is from Rutgers. An Italian restaurant in Australia has made 103-meter pizza. And for you guys that are going metric, 103, that's 338 feet long. That's a one hell of a pizza.
I love
And they
pizza.
did it to raise funds for the firefighters battling the brush fires that have been melting Australia down. The pizza was rolled out in rectangular, meter long pieces of dough and pieced together and covered with tomato sauce, mozzarella, and then they baked it in a conveyor oven and liberally seasoned it with basil, oregano, and olive oil. The effort took about 4 hours, according to the restaurant, and yielded 4,000 slices.
That's a lot of pizza.
That's a lot of pizza pie, 4,000 pizzas.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like, have you
crazy.
seen the YouTube one, speaking of pizza? The guy's talking to his girlfriend, and he says, honey, if you had a large pizza, would you want it cut in 4 pieces or 8 pieces? And she thinks for a minute and thinks for a minute. Just cut it into 4 pieces. I can't eat 8 pieces.
Trying to get the
It's still
shadow
the
thing.
same large pizza, but by it only being 4 pieces, that's easier to eat than, 8 slices.
Well, I'm sure they only gave everybody a slice.
Don't think she was a blonde, but she could have been. It was one of those, oh, excuse me, hiccups. It was one of those YouTube things where there was YouTube or on Twitter. It might have been on Twitter, but yeah, that's what they were
Huh.
talking about, the number of slices in a pizza that she could eat, and she just, oh no, I couldn't eat that many. That's too many. But it's still the same pizza. Oh no, that's more slices. Okay, Gracie.
Yeah, that's a lot of pizza.
Large, most assuredly.
They probably had a lot of
And then
leftovers they took home. You
they
think?
would have to, because I mean, geez,
Or they gave it
eight
to like
slices
other
and you can only
people
eat four.
besides the firefighters. Maybe they handed it out to homeless people afterwards. Maybe.
I mean, true.
So
Pizza's
tell
good.
us about the
Pizza's a lot like
bugs.
sex. Bugs. Oh,
Yeah, because
Patsy.
we got about
Um,
another minute or so before the music will start. So go ahead.
oh, do we?
Yeah.
All right. Murder hornets are deadly, and not because they have stingers. It's because, well, it's been reported that a new breed of hornet called the murder hornet have migrated from Asia to the United States. The murder hornets get their name because they are extremely deadly and dangerous. They don't actually kill with their stingers. No, in fact, they fly around with Glocks, making them the most lethal type of hornet out there. Not even the green one carried a Glock. The hornets were spotted for the first time in the state of Washington. Now, if I remember right, didn't Washington legalize psilocybin mushrooms? I can understand why people are seeing giant hornets then. That makes perfect sense, especially with Glocks.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Apparently, police arrived at a resident's house after being called in for gunshots. The police arrived during the shootout between two different gangs of murder hornets. According to local statement, the gangs were fighting over TREE territories. Mm. There hasn't been any other sightings of the Glock wielding hornets, so that gives the United States time to eradicate them before they spread. We need to enact stricter gun laws to keep these hornets from getting Glocks. If the U.S. is slow to eradicate the murder hornets, chances are they'll permanently reside in America. The best defense against a murder hornet is a fully automatic assault weapon with a stronger and faster rate of fire. You'll have better odds of taking out the hornets before they
Well,
take
you know
you
what
out.
they say: fight fire with fire. Hey, if they got a gun, I'm gonna have a gun. I just hope that as tiny as they are,
Bigger
that I can
bullets.
actually get them in my thing. You know.
Ooh, ding,
Ding, ding, ding, ding, ding.
ding, ding. Oh my
Oh man.
goodness. What a show. What a show.
Yeah, we got
This has been a.
the newest Zoomer, Sean. I can't say your name. Strut.
Who?
Sean Strut. He was in there last night in Zoom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he has joined
I
us
had seen
today.
where we had Sean join in earlier, but I figured that was our regular Sean.
Um,
We have a different Sean.
Sean, yeah,
We got a
the one that
Sheeler,
was
but
in
that's our
Zoom last
regular.
night. I don't know. Maybe you weren't in there. He was up till 2 o'clock with me and Mikey.
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, at 2 a.m., I was thinking about waking up,
Yeah, I
not
was fixing to say
falling
you
out.
were just getting ready to get back up. Yeah.
Ding!
Mhm. So,
This is true, true, true.
go on and tell everybody
Yes,
where
my
they
dearest.
can find you every day.
Normally I'm sitting here in the living room or on the computer chit-chatting with everybody in Zoom, but oh, you mean on the computer, not through the computer.
Yeah.
You can catch me at Twitter. I am a Leprechaun56. That's Lepracon 56. I don't remember if that was my shoe size or my date of birth. I don't recall. And you can catch me over on the MeWe's. I'm a Leprechaun over there too. I inherited that moniker and pretty much have kept it. And if you don't catch me there, you can always get the daily hello over on the MeWe's in a audible version if you don't already get a text version in Messenger.
Hey, I get a
And
text.
let's see, where else can you find me? Without your hands, probably not much.
Mm.
The phone number's unlisted. Sorry. What about
Mm.
you, darling? Where are you at?
Well, we are on Facebook. We have our Facebook group, and it's aintyoapeach.com, and it's on the scrolling thing above us. Facebook. We are on Spotify, Podchaser, and Spreaker. And
Spreaker
we
when
have,
Chris Six is up there tomorrow.
yeah, and we have a group in MeWe for the show. So we'll see all of you next Saturday at 8 o'clock Eastern Time.
Peace out, chillins. Have fun. Stay healthy.